What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I do hope you're doing well. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy, and today we are going to be going over the abomination of a performance that was Coventry 2, Leeds United 1. Real quickly, if you haven't done so already, if you could hit the subscribe button, if you could like the video as well, if you're enjoying the content, anything that you want to say or comments that you may have, please feel free, put them in the comment section down below. So, let's jump into this one, shall we? I purposefully waited a little bit to try and calm down before I discuss sort of how I feel about today's performance. I think overall the performance was shocking. I don't think the team were at the races at all. For the first time, our defence looked like they didn't know each other, which is slightly worrying, but you know, was poor. I thought Kamara was really, really poor. And I think that told with the fact that he was subbed at half-time-ish. So I also think that the timings of the substitutes again weren't right. I think at the end of the first half, personally, what I would have done, I think I would have taken Dan James off, put Nonto on, Bamford off, put Joseph on, Rutter probably left a little bit longer. Obviously, Kamara off, and then Gray into midfield, and then Roberts on at right back. Pirou had to come on at some point, but for me, I don't know. You can put your finger on it, because I think the last two performances in particular haven't been great, and we've had to get a little bit lucky in terms of how we play. I'm not. See, this is the thing: is that you can bust out individual performances and say what you want about certain players. Cree was struggling up until the second half. I thought Bamford should have put at least one chance away. Pirou should have scored a second goal for me after he scored his first. I think it's evident that when Joseph plays now, currently, he annoys defenders and gets about them a little bit and makes an instant difference for me. Just saying that, don't get me wrong. I think Bamford has been brilliant up front for all of his not taking his chances. I think the way that he occupies and runs the channels and stuff has been good, but I think that for the last two games, it's probably been evident that we need a little bit of a change. That's no straight on Bamford at all. He's very much a confidence player, and that type of confidence has just dwindled a little bit in him in the last couple of games, I think. If I'm being 100% honest, I think it was an absolute mistake to play Kamara today, given that he was struggling in the last game. I think it would have made more sense to not play him today. The other side of things is that we were yet again getting bullied, and we didn't know how to deal with it. They score in the 9th minute from us not being able to clear our lines and defend properly from a set piece, and there it is. We struggled to get into the game. We looked lackluster. We looked slow. We looked disinterested is the wrong word, because I never want to say that players look disinterested. They just didn't look at the races, I think, is probably a fair assessment of it. And I think probably a lot of that stems from Kamara not being at his best, and I don't think he has been for 2 or 3 games now. Gruev probably having to do more work than what he bargained on coming back into the squad. We were poor. We were poor overall. Coventry deserved the win. Had we gotten anything out of that game at all, it would have been robbery, in my opinion. I think it would have been an absolute daylight robbery. Coventry just wanted it more. This needs to be, I think, the the watershed moment for us, I think, as a team, and probably as fans as well. It's the first game that we've lost this year. However, it's come at a time when the door was left wide open for us to be able to get something out of this game and put us into top spot, and we didn't take it. The boys didn't take it. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're absolute bottle jobs. I don't think they are. The relentlessness of this league is ridiculous. I mean, the relentlessness of this league is such that we've got Sunderland at home, and then we've got Blackburn Rovers at home, Tuesday and Saturday respectively, and it has to be 6 points in 2 games. No more, no less. We have to get 6 points in 2 games. Now, the angry side of me is like, we've absolutely effed this one up completely. But then, and this is why I tend to take a little bit of time when I'm sometimes, particularly if I'm very emotional in terms of being angry about a game, is just to try and sit back and think about it. We still have every chance. I think there will probably be twists and turns, but this is a big opportunity today missed. I think if Leicester win the next 2 games, they've pretty much got automatics nailed on. There's 5 games left now. 5, that's it. And listen, Ipswich are relentless. They could go and win every single game that they did, but they didn't. They lost today. I think everybody's having a little bit of a wobble. When you step back and have a look at it, everybody's having a little bit of a wobble. And not to criticise Farke at all, but I would have made all the changes at half-time because it clearly wasn't working for me, in my opinion. I'm not a coach, I'm not a professional, just in my opinion, I would have made those changes at half-time. I am going to be quite surprised if Bamford starts on Tuesday night. I will be amazed if Bamford starts on Tuesday night. The 2 players that I will be probably more surprised at starting on Tuesday night will be Kamara and Bamford, because clearly Kamara is unfit at the moment, and I get side before self and all of that kind of stuff, but at this moment in time, it's a little bit... we can't rest on sentiment. We've got to do the right thing for the squad. And if Gruev isn't on it, then Kamara's having to do the work of 2 men. And if Kamara isn't on it, then Gruev's having to do the work of 2 men. So you need to ask yourself what's the correct way about it. And I think Gruev and Gray midfield is going to be where we need to be for that one. I've got no issues with Roberts filling in right back. That's his role. And then one of Firpo or Byram at the back. The other conversation that we have to have, and as much as we like Rutter, and as much as an enigma in terms of a player that he is, sometimes he just needs to do the simple thing a little bit more. So rather than trying to beat 15 people, rather than try just the simple pass, just try and keep possession a little bit more. He has a habit of losing the ball, but then he also has the habit of coming up and being so instrumental in a goal that it's almost like you can't have him out of the team. Yes, I'm annoyed about the result. Yes, I'm angry about the result. Yes, I'm angry with the team because I don't think the effort was there. And I don't think Coventry did anything... Didn't have to do anything spectacular to win the game because we were so poor. Coventry deserved the win. You've got to take your hats off to him. Also, as well, fair play for the 24th minute. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate that, Coventry fans. That's a really nice gesture. The turning of the backs and the clapping. Thank you for that. But this needs to be a watershed for the players in terms of you need to go and win the last 5 games now. You have to do that. I would have taken a draw today. Obviously, I would have taken a draw today. It would have, I think, kept us top. Possibly. Anyhow, I would have taken a draw today because it would have either kept us top or in second. No, it would have kept us in second. Sorry, it would have kept us in second. But At no time in this league can you take time off. At no time in this league can you afford to have passengers within the team. So defence needs to do better, midfield needs to do better, and the attacking forwards need to do better. Like I said, I felt like Cree struggled in the first half, came into it more in the second half. I wouldn't be surprised if Nonto starts on Tuesday as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's that midfield three of Nonto, Rutter, and Somerville. With, I think it's time. I think we unleash Joseph up top and we see what happens. But I think as well, in essence, I kind of feel like we make them changes at half time, and I think we at least come away with a draw, just purely because the quality would have shone through. But we didn't do enough, and you have to earn everything in this league, and we didn't earn it today, and we have to pay the price for that. And I said I didn't know whether or not I could do this every week, and it was just a very Leedsy way of it going today, I think. No ifs, ands and buts about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Who do you think should start in the next game? Who do you think should be dropped? And yeah. Deflated weekend. Well, the weekend's not been ruined. It's just, yeah. I get it. Really, really does frustrate me when we lose, but you kind of have to. It's the first loss, so that's the one thing that I take. We just need to win the remaining games now to stand a chance of getting any form of second place or even first place. But there we go. And it's daft in this league. It's absolutely daft. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. If you haven't done so already, if you could hit the subscribe button. If you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button. If you're new to the channel, please also, like I said, subscribe. I've already said that. My brain's all over the place. I'm going to go and rest and try and feel better about today, because I don't, because I'm angry and I feel like it's a real opportunity wasted. See you on Tuesday. Take care.